What's good, everybody? This your boy Eric, and this is what it is. I don't even know if I'm looking at the right. Okay. What's up, everybody? This your boy Eric, and this is what it is. So recently on my social media, I allowed my followers to ask me, unique questions, that they may be curious about. And when I mean unique, different questions, but not, the inappropriate ones, because I really won't pay any mind to that. So let's get to them. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, so one question is, which three people, dead or alive, would you want to cook dinner for and have a combo? So, of course, my mother, number one. Number one. And not to, get deep, but just number one. I may discuss that in a later time, but number one. Really, she can be all three. Maybe another person. Michael Jackson, he was my musical superhero growing up, so I would love to, cook and then have a combo, just to tap into his, his musical genius and, you know, um, any advice he would give to any artist, that's trying to, create their own path, whether professionally or just, in the state that we're in, being an independent artist seems to be more worthy or worthwhile. So, when people support your music, it's a beautiful thing. So I think he would know some things. Let's see who else. And of course Brandy. Um, I think she would be. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to have a conversation over good food with Brandy. I would love to have a conversation over some good food with Brandy. I think it'll be a great time. Um, I think it'll be quality as far as just having the opportunity to really verbally, physically um, express how her music um, not only changed my life, but it definitely gave me perspective as far as how music can make you feel. And there's other artists, of course, that I look up to, Michael Jackson, a whole bunch of artists that I grew up listening to, and then just artists that I've found throughout my years of growing. But it's something with her that when it comes to just the vocal stylings and the tone, the intention, um, the emotion living within the record, um, living each line, making sure that each line that she projects and expresses has a purpose. Um, so that resonates with me. And so I know years ago when I wanted to be well, I still want to be, well, I don't know. And she definitely made an impact in the beginning of my musical journey. So I think that'll just be a great time and it'd be beautiful. In my mind, I know, I mean, I know who I am. I know how I am. I know how I am. So um, if I believe she is the way I feel, it will be a great, great time. Great, great, great time. Let's see. Next question. In a relationship, what is your number one need, want, and deal breaker? So, in a relationship, what is your number one need? Support. Number one want, support. And number one deal breaker, no support. Um, and I don't want to dive too deep into the relationship topic because I really can, and I may do videos where people can ask, general advice, and I'll just give my perspective. But um, to make a relationship work, not only are you attracted, and I'm just gonna give a very basic answer, but not only are you attracted to one another or whatever, But along with communication and things of that nature, you have to realize and understand that once you get into a relationship with someone, if your intention is to be with that person, that over time, both of you have to realize that you're both growing up with one another. Um, and so nothing's perfect. And when I say that is because, one person has their baggage, the other person has their baggage. And like I say, when you come into, one other person, you have to be able to take that person's baggage. Everyone has baggage. So therefore, when you're moving forward with that one, there may be problems that happen, but it's all about, are they worthy enough for you to hold their baggage just like they can hold yours, or carry each other's baggage? Seasons change, a person change. With time, they change. As they get older, they change. You're going to experience life. So roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. But yeah, support is number one. Let's see. Another question. What's going on? Okay. When will we get another cover? Better yet, when will we get another original song? So right now, my life is, totally changed. And I really haven't had the desire to sing really anymore. And there's a lot of reasons why. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to answer that question because it's, when all you wanted to be was a singer growing up, and, life happens and you grow up, you experience and experiment. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm in a limbo when it comes to musical desire. And maybe one day in the future that spark will come back, but I don't know. So I recently decided to try to like dabble with the cover. And then if you haven't heard already, I did a cover of Rather Be by Brandy, from the B7 album. And I really love that song. I really gravitate towards it. But it's to say that that's not saying I'm not listening to music, because of course I love music. I still love music. I may not record anything whenever I decide to do it, but um, I still like to feel the music. And so that particular song, it was always in the back of my mind that if I was going to even pull out my recording equipment and experiment with something, I'm experiment with that song because at least I feel it. And so, you know, and I ain't perfect, but at the end of the day, it was just kind of an exercise because I have not sung in over a year, to be honest. So, but who knows? Maybe the spark will come. Maybe an opportunity will come. I don't know. And you know what? I will say this. It's kind of sad because I think the younger me will be so mad and so upset because the drive that I had back when I was a little kid, even as a toddler, I was always watching Michael Jackson and things of that nature growing up. I've always wanted to be a pop star, R&B star, whatever the case may be. But I do realize that, yeah, you can manifest things. Yeah, you can do the work and stuff like that. And I did a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm still young, and I know some people, they had the drive for so many years, whatever like that, and they probably won't get their break until like they're 40 or 50 years old. I mean, I understand that, but then I also have to understand that maybe in this lifetime it's not for me. I don't know. I mean, I put out music, and I have support, but the game has changed, and you know maybe there's some growing that I still need to do in the world of music. And I pretty much have for the last several years been doing everything on my own. So it's definitely a process. That's Uber Eats. But yeah, so it's definitely a process, and I'm doing everything on my own. So it takes time, and so yeah, I'm doing everything on my own. It takes time. It's such a process. At this point in time, I have nothing to sing about. Like, I have nothing to sing about. Um, and then it's sad because it's sad because even when I think about it, it's like I'm dreading the thought of the process. So it's kind of like I have to find that spark that makes me have the desire to pull out my equipment, to, come up with melodies and to write and things of that nature. But hey, who knows what the future holds? And from this point on, I only really just want a peace of mind. That's all I really want, is a peace of mind. So if the music comes my way again and I feel it and have the energy to create again, I'll do it. And that's also the answer, will I do an original? Um so yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so the next question. Are you from Dallas or did you move there? So I guess you would say that I'm from Dallas because I've been here since I was 13, but I was born and raised in Reading, Pennsylvania. So I moved to Dallas, I believe, in 1999. It was the summer of 1999 is when I moved to Dallas because I remember turning 12, 13. Yeah, 12 or 13 going into the year 2000. So yeah, 1999. What's your turn ons? Good food. I love to eat good food. Turn on. Don't stop singing. Pray for me. Like, seriously, pray for me. Because, I mean, it does hurt to, it hurts to even say out my mouth that I don't want to sing anymore or I don't care to do it anymore. And that's all I've wanted to do all my life. That's all I did. That's all I do or have done. But like I said, just seriously pray for me. How was the process making the cover song? Um, the process of making Rather Be by Brandy. So it's weird because it was almost like when I pulled out my equipment for the first time in a long time, it was like, like I almost felt like, like I shouldn't be doing this. Um, but I love the song enough to at least try to push forward with it. It's almost like, if you love a bike so much, if you love riding a bike so much, and maybe you want to be, um, cycling or something like that professionally and things like that, but you have to get on a bike, but you stop getting on a bike because now whatever happened in life has suddenly died when it comes to that, which is your love. So now you pick up the bike and you feel some kind of way. It should be easy to just jump back on it, but you touch it and you get on it, and it's kind of like, it's not that you lost muscle memory, but at the same time, you just kind of feel like, should I even be doing it? So comparing that to the process of doing Rather Be, I just told myself not to take it seriously, but at the same time, let your emotions drive the process. And so, I like to sing songs that I feel, and I really felt, I felt the energy that she put into it, and so therefore I wanted to do and express it, if not the same way, but in my way, my style. And so therefore I was able to put it together. Um, I won't lie, it was kind of fun, kind of getting to the groove of things and doing the harmonies and trying to figure out the textures of my voice because I think, well, I know it definitely has, changed over the years, but um, like I said, I didn't want to take myself seriously, and it was just kind of like get my foot wet again to see if anybody would even like it. Because sometimes it can, I mean, not even sometimes, it honestly can be hard, even though you love creating art and stuff like that for people to listen to. You want so many people to listen to it and hopefully they like it, but honestly, I mean, and for clout, for what, the proof is in the pudding. I don't get too much play, I guess, when it comes to music and stuff like that. So, and there's probably other theories of why. There's probably theories of why, I don't know. Um, a lot of people follow me for, I guess, my looks and stuff like that. So it's always a battle between the looks and the music, but oftentimes that's how music propels itself, and that's marketing, I guess you would call it. But that's where we are. So hope that answered your question. I know it's all over the place, but I kind of wanted to explain because, I mean, there's a lot. Well, I don't want to say it's a lot, but I'll say it's a good amount of people who really are encouraging me to, stick with music, stay with music. It's your love. We've been watching you for so many years. Keep doing it, because you just never know when someone or something um, has that door of opportunity where once you thought it was over, it's just the beginning. So I'm trying to keep that faith. Trying to keep that faith. All right, so we got another question. Do you see yourself getting married and or having children? No. To the married. Um, Having children? I want children. Well, I've wanted children for a long time, actually, because I love kids. But I got nieces and nephews, and at this point in life, I feel they are my kids. I spoil them when I can and love being around them. So that's what it looks like for me right now. That's what it looks like. But I do love kids. How do you keep your skin so healthy and beautiful? I appreciate that. My skin wasn't always healthy and beautiful. I mean, of course, when you're an early teenager or in your preteens, you go through puberty and everything. And I remember having bad acne. Oh my gosh, I was using Proactive, all those products, them early years, pretty much every line that you could think of in Walmart and drugstores and stuff. But I don't know. Over the years, you kind of learn that less is more. You have to make sure that you're washing your face, of course. And now I've gotten to the point where, um, I just want healthy skin. And so you have products out there where you can obtain or at least maintain healthy skin. Now, of course, diet does play a part. You don't want to eat too many sugars and things of that nature, too many things with oil, fried, and stuff like that. Now, some people got great genetics and they can do that and not get one blemish. I can't do that. Like, sir, I can't do dairy like that because that's a pimple. Ice cream, I love ice cream. Can't do it because it'll break me out. Chips, if I eat just enough chips, it's gonna break me out. Fried food, that's gonna break me out. So you have to understand what kind of food or diet brings the pimples and the acne and things of that nature, and then the scarring that comes from picking with it. And then sometimes it can just be from excessive oil build up and things of that nature. So just kind of understand your skin more. But I would always recommend finding, a good cleanser, a good toner, a good serum, a good SPF with hydration, moisturization, moisturizing, but with a good SPF in it. Definitely, especially even people of color. You still want to protect your skin. You still want to protect your skin. And I'll probably do a video of a few products and maybe even a routine that I do to just kind of make sure that my skin's staying healthy, it's moisturized, and my skin in general, it creates its own natural oils. So I guess you can say I have kind of like oily skin. So I kind of make sure to like not dampen, but like make sure I kind of like pat my skin with like tissue or something like that after a couple of hours throughout the day, just so I'm just not like where you can fry fish on my face. But and the famous words of what's the name, Deborah Wilson, when she portrayed Whitney Houston on Mad TV. That was one of my I love that show. I love that show. That was so funny. And I love Deborah Wilson. But anyway, that was random. But yeah, that's how I keep my skin healthy as possible. Let's see, what else do we have real quick? Any big plans for 2022? The only plan I have for 2022 is, hopefully I can generate my own income outside of what I already do. I want to be my own boss one day. That way I'm not obligated or tied down to anybody or anything. I make my own rules and, just peace of mind, growing within myself and my spirituality. I want to travel more, spend more time with my family, especially family that I don't get to see on a day-to-day basis. So I definitely want to go see them more, and spend more time with my nieces and nephews, God willing, and with enough support and motivation, maybe even do more music. It's not to say that it's not to say that I don't hope I do it, but right now I'm just not in the mode to do it or the want to do it. So if it comes, it comes, and I'll definitely share something soon. Definitely want to keep improving my fitness goals. I want to get, more tighter, build up more muscle mass. So right now it's been a total of 9 months since I've been consistent with working out, despite everything that's been going on in my life. But it kind of provided therapy, and I said that in my previous video, but I'll probably, share some more information as far as just kind of the things that I did slowly. Like this month I did this month I did this month I did this. So now I got to the point where when I don't work out, I feel bad. And so that's a good psychological thing to happen, because in the beginning, when you're working out, it starts to kind of feel like a chore. So you have to kind of break the habit of feeling that way and doing it on the days that you don't want to do it. So once you practice that enough, that's when it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. So I definitely want to improve and just get to my best self, my better self. That's what I want. That's what I want for 2022, and just, financial gain, blessings, health to be on point for my family, as well as myself. And number one, peace of mind, just positive vibes. I don't have time I'm not a person that deals with drama. I don't like drama. I don't like negative energy. So positive energy, really positive energy, 2022. And in hopes that we get this pandemic under control any way possible at this point. Who is your vocal inspiration? So, for the most part, Brandy again. But no, but my other musical inspirations is like Michael Jackson, of course. My mother, had us listening to R. Kelly so much growing up, so he plays a big part in my musical taste as well. Maxwell, Frank Ocean, I listen to everything. Fleetwood Mac, Robin, Solange, Miguel, Janelle Monáe. Ooh, I have a pretty good list of people, and I won't be able to name them all. But yeah, I love music. Now y'all got me saying it. I mean, I do. And if you followed me for years, I do. I just gotta fall back in love, that's all. But in time. So that wraps it up for the first round of questions from a few of my followers. Hopefully I didn't bore you, but those were the questions I were given. Hopefully I can get some more fun, out of the box questions that you may want to know about me. And I don't answer all questions, but at the same time, I don't like to make people feel like I'm ignoring them. I'm never the type that doesn't speak to someone if they speak to me, so if you reach out to me in that matter, it's not that I overlooked your question. It's just your question is probably something I don't want to answer, depending on what it is, if it's inappropriate. So until next time with What It Is, Eric, make sure that you have a happy new year, that it's blessed, that it's safe and that you're healthy and that you and your family enjoy one another to the most, make the most of it. Please make the most of the times that you spend with your family. Love on your loved ones. And let's just, make next year a better, more proactive, a more strategic, and a careful year. And I'm sure we can make that happen. All right. Peace.